Welcome back to Portland and the World Professional Gymnastics Championship. Let's check in now with the third member of our broadcast team, Michelle Tafoya.
Dominique Dawes scored a 9.95 on the vault. You're our leader at this point. How good did it feel to get that first apparatus out of the way?
It felt really good to get vault finished. I know that now I have 2 more events to concentrate on, and that's my goal now, is to do well on the bars.
Have you assessed this crowd and how much they're going to be helpful to you in boosting you?
The crowd's been pretty great, but right now I'm just thinking of mental, I'm always thinking positive and believing in myself.
Enjoy the rest of the time here.
All right, thanks, Michelle. Set to vault now, one of Dominique's Olympic teammates, Amanda Borden, the captain of the 1996 team, 19 years old, from Cincinnati, Ohio.
And her vault, not a super difficult vault, under the rule still a 9.9. It's a handspring tuck front, takes a step forward. She'll lose about a 1/10 or more there, but still, she has a chance to score fairly well with this.
After Dorothy Hamill, the skater came back.
One of the reasons why it's still a 9.9 vault under these rules is because she's landing flipping forward. And once again, it's difficult to see the ground. As a result, it's hard to stick that landing. She's a little bit low on the landing, too. That causes her to stumble forward a bit. Could be a little bit higher up, but still, she'll score a decent score.
And it's a 9.725 for Amanda Borden.
9.725.
Set to vault now, Shannon Miller, as Peter mentioned earlier, the most decorated American gymnast in history, more Olympic and World Championship medals than anyone.
Still in great shape here. Doing her Yurchenko vault, round off onto the board, back handspring, layout half turn off, 1 step forward, but still a nicely done vault. She made it look somewhat easy in terms of her approach and the takeoff. She's running fast, but not at full speed. That's pretty standard for a round-off entry vault. The most important thing is making sure that the feet contact that board right here in the right spot to be able to do the vault. Looks very nice in the air, still had that step on the landing, but a very good vault.
And Shannon Miller scores a 9.90. Here's Dominique Moceanu. She was the youngest member of the 1996 Olympic team, just 14 years old at the time.
And you remember, it was this event that she had some trouble in the games in Atlanta that put the pressure on Carrie Strug. Here's the round-off entry. Layout full twist off, no troubles there. That was very, very nicely done. Just a great angle on the takeoff from the board to the horse that allowed her to see the ground well and land just about perfectly. Angles are everything. As you watch her when she touches the horse, look at the body angle as she touches the horse. She's got just the right amount of spring to snap her body out and over into the vault. Snaps it over, zeroes in on the landing. Really a nicely done vault.
Moceanu scores a 9.85 on the vault. Last up in this first rotation for the women from Belarus, Elena Piskun. She's a world champion vaulter in 1993.
She struggled a bit in warm-ups in the one touch. Let's see how she does here. It's a Yurchenko vault, round off onto the board. Nicely done, much better than warm-ups. Very quick vault.
Piskun, 19 years old.
Competed in 5 world championships and the 1996 Olympics.
And here she does the round off onto the horse. It's a pretty good lift. Could have got a little bit higher, but spun it around well and zeroed in on the ground, knowing where the ground was. That step's going to cost her just a little bit of a deduction. Once again, over-rotates a bit too much, takes that step backwards.
And it's a 9.8 for Piskun.
9.8.
So the standings after the first rotation for the women, Dominique Dawes is the leader, a 3-way tie for second place. Podkapayeva, Boganskaya, and Miller. Coming up, the men's competition gets underway on floor, featuring four-time national all-around champion John Roethlisberger. We are ready to begin the men's competition. 6 events over the course of 2 days. On this first day, we'll see them on the floor, pommel horse, and still rings. Like the women, they are competing for the all-around title. 22-year-old John Macready is up first on floor. He's a sophomore at the University of Colorado, majoring in communications.
This is an important season for John to get back on track. After touring all over the country, he really needs to get going here as he gets ready for Sydney. It's an important year. Get back in the gym and training. He's been doing that. Nice handspring layout front. A little mistake there, that bobble. Bit of a deduction there. That was a very difficult front tumbling pass. Sets up now for a round-off back handspring. Double layout. Nicely done. Back on track. Catches his breath in the split position. And here's a stationary position, a straddle planche. Here's another handspring, front layout, 1.5 twist. Setting up for his final tumbling pass. The floor routine is between 50 and 70 seconds. Here he goes, round off. Back handspring, double tuck. Not too difficult of a dismount, but under these modified rules, he can still score well. Though he will lose some points on that landing in the first tumbling pass.
John Macready said making the Olympic team was a dream come true.
Now here's his first tumbling pass. He does the handspring, punch, layout, full twist into another punch, but he just didn't quite get around on that. Had to stumble backwards. Kind of did a cover up, but he's still going to get deducted. Got back on track with the second tumbling pass. It's a double layout. Round off back handspring, 2 revolutions with his body straight. Here it goes with a perfect landing.
And that mistake cost Macready. He scores a 9.40 on the floor. Up next, Dmitri Trush, 24 years old, born in Russia, lives now in Iowa City, working as an assistant coach for Tom Dunn at Iowa. Dmitri, also a member of the 1996 Olympic gold medal team.
And a beautiful double layout for a first pass. Very powerful tumbler. Front tumbling, handspring, 2 layouts into a layout full twist. Very nice and very difficult front tumbling pass.
So many amazing stories in gymnastics. Dmitri had an inspirational comeback of his own.
And he was forced to retire from gymnastics in 1995 because of a knee injury, but came back, made that Olympic team, and now he's got a gold medal. Very inspiring. Certainly can't tell that he has a knee injury now. His tumbling is very powerful. He's a fluid performer on floor. Setting up for his final tumbling pass. Catch a few breaths, take a run, and a nice full in back out for a last pass. Very difficult at the end of a routine.
Dmitri Trush.
We'll take a look at his second tumbling pass. Very good front tumbling, extra points by doing these bounder layouts, finishing with a layout full twist.
1996 Russian gold medal Olympic team.
And at the end, very difficult to do at the end, a full in back out, full twisting double back flip. Not too much trouble on the landing. This routine will score very well.
And Trush scores a 9.75.